Hi. You guys moved to Guatemala for 60 days, living on $1 a day, sometimes even less, so why?
Well, we were actually learning about economic issues in our classroom. We kept hearing this statistic that 1.1 billion people live under less than $1 a day. And growing up in Seattle, Chris grew up in Connecticut, we had no idea what that actually means. And we decided, we wanted to figure out how could we learn more.
I know the living conditions were really hard and you were also really hungry since you were living off of $1 a day, but how does that work?
Something that we experienced was, for the first time, what it really felt like to be hungry.
It's the best thing I've ever eaten.
And realizing that it's not just painful, but it's so hard to think. It feels like you're swimming, and it's like, everything's moving in slow motion.
Your body doesn't have what it needs to keep moving forward. And I don't know if you've experienced ever trying to go and play sports when you didn't eat breakfast or something, even something that simple where you're just a little bit more tired, a little bit sloppy in what you're doing, and that even gives you a little glimpse of what it can be like.
It looked like, other than beans, you didn't have any protein in your daily diet, so what does that do to you?
We started getting kind of head rushes because we weren't getting enough calories. Our fingernails started turning yellow, and at one point I even passed out because I stood up too fast and everything went dark and kind of hit the ground.
And combined, we lost 38 pounds in 2 months.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and so it just had lost because your muscles need protein to continue to develop and to maintain that weight. But meat is really a privilege. A lot of people don't have access to that.
This one morning, we actually woke up on the dirt floor, not knowing if we were going to have enough money for food, getting bit by fleas, and at the same time, Chris had just gotten sick with a parasite. And it's just like these bugs in your stomach that are just making Chris incredibly ill.
Nice.
What the problem is too is the parasites are taking all your nutrition, which give you energy to work, to go to school, to think, and so without that, it was impossible to get to do all these things, and these are setbacks that were holding a lot of our neighbors back in the village.
You guys are taller than me, but you're a lot taller than everyone else in this rural village in Guatemala. So, what does this say about nutrition and how they're raised?
Guatemala is the 6th worst in the world for child malnutrition. You can see it in the film because I'm about twice as tall as everyone else, even if they're full grown. And they actually named me El Jirafe, which means the giraffe, and they just thought it was hilarious. But it actually, when you're only eating rice and beans, you're not getting the nutrition you need, and they can't afford protein or the vitamins that we normally have, and it can stunt your growth from a really early age. But it also, it definitely reduces people's energy. Some of the kids there, they didn't have tons of energy running around, and it really affects, if you're not interested in school, or if you don't feel well while you're in school, how are you supposed to learn as well? So it can really get in the way of being successful in school and then finding a good job or something like that.